you just put on?
The first one or the second one?
I don't know. I still quite. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like the
second
second
one.
one's a bit.
The first one makes you look a bit too evil for my liking.
I don't know. The second is cool.
Yeah, the second's the one I'm using for the token right now.
Mm.
Does it appear that any of your characters holding any weapons or of any sort?
Oh yes, he's actually kind of he has a shield strapped on his back, and over top of that is strapped a heavy crossbow. On his belt, he has a rapier and a hand crossbow. So he is.
What was that?
Sound like an elephant.
Sorry, public Wi-Fi.
Uh,
But yeah, he's got plenty of stuff that he's not bothering to hide.
Okay. Well, if I'll do my character if anyone, if you like. So you have a short, heavily stocked hilled dwarf, stands around about 4'8", and he's got bright orange hair, and his beard is probably just below his groin, and it's braided into three plaits, each with silvered bands in it that are pretty much as my character looks. He's wearing a shield in one arm and a warhammer in the other, and he's currently wearing a chainmail, but on the front is a small tabard, like a short tabard, with a raven's head on the front of it. He's looks like he comes across as he's probably not really that approachable. He's constantly looking around, but yeah, he's a bit guarded. That's me done.
Cool. All right, I'll go next, I guess. So I am playing a 6 foot something half orc. It's hard to tell because he's probably a bit hunched over in presumably a tavern that we're meeting in. Yeah, 6 foot something, like shoulder length, scraggly black hair with most of it tied into a knot to get out of his face. Wearing simple leathers and a layer of like light chainmail. Notice his teeth look like almost a bit too big for his mouth, so it constantly looks like he's snarling. So it makes him look a bit aggressive, but he's got sort of puppy dog eyes to try and offset it a bit. It's a bit of a strange dynamic, but he does look a bit vicious. He's got a savage-looking spear and shield on his back, along with a little short bow, and by his side is a mountain lion, male, if there is a difference in mountain lions, which I don't think there is.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool. I guess I'll go next. So, kind of confidently but defensively see a ruggedly handsome-looking male tiefling. Even for someone raised on the streets, his horns curl backwards and then curl round to the front, sort of downwards, and to the front of his face. His skin is a pale red, not pink, not quite salmon, but like it's definitely a hue of red, but a lighter hue. His arms and neck are marked with sort of scarred-looking runes. His eyes are yellow and kind of give like a glowing highlight to his dark, dusty-like hair, wildly tamed, that trails backwards. He wears a leathered hooded jacket with a shine of a breastplate showing. He's rugged like trousers and worn rough boots. On his waist sits two daggers, one left, one right. On his back you see a light crossbow crossed with a long sword, and on his shoulder sits a large sort of oil slick looking raven.
Nice. Just a quick one. When my character sees your raven, he looks over and he bows and says, "Milady."
Okay, I suppose I'll go next. Okay, so my character is a fairly young tiefling, orange skin, so it's very hard not to notice her. And she has these large eyes, shot through with specks of silver. And she has short black hair, her long, curving horns protruding from the face is very sharp and angular. And she looks very stern, almost like she's judging. And spreading from one ear to the other. And she's wearing a moss green velvet cloak bearing symbol from the monastery from which she was a part. And she has her staff slung across her back. Welcome.
Cool. So that must be me then. I'm. Sorry, my computer's gone with all the things I've written down. There we go. She's a half elf woman, standing about 5'10". She's got long black hair that's loosely plaited at the back. She's got really pale skin, like she's not really seen the outside world very much and doesn't particularly want to. She's very bookish in nature. She looks like she'd rather just be sat in the library away from everyone in the world. She's wearing very light leather armor and a long blue dress. The only weapons she has that you could see are just daggers on her side on a belt. That's it.
Cool.
We're probably stood next to each other, I imagine,
Yeah.
or near enough.
The tieflings kind of sit near each other. It appears that the younger one of the two sits in front, the female, and in front of the elder one that kind of will pick any kind of wall or like corner, like chair, and he usually sits with like one knee up on the chair, like so he's kind of like a very confident-y kind of stance, shoulder on any kind of window ledge or raised area.
Also, I should probably note that I'm probably holding my lion back from trying to eat your raven. The equivalent of just like grabbing it by the collar and just trying not to anywhere near you.
Cautiously kind of look and twitch its head and tilt and monitor your beast.
I'm just sat there, just rubbing the line behind the ears. Like,
Colgrin's sitting to himself, drinking some mead, but he does keep eyeing you, Macalith. Well, it's not so much you; it is more the raven. He just sheepishly keeps glancing over.
Looking at everything. like, if anyone even dares come over, I might start a fight with you.
What?
That's
Every
like a great
time. Every time I've played with you, Matt, you want to punch someone.
Jin's just going to be sitting in a corner somewhere, nursing a drink and watching the room.
Okay. Is our DM ready? Is the sound working?
Yeah,
Wonderful.
sorry guys, it took me so long. But
That's all right.
I've been in London since September, so I had to do some things and just it's my first time trying to talk to Discord while I'm here. And I didn't know I had to make so many adjustments and stuff like that.
Ah, right, yeah. Well, that's what first sessions are for.
So,
Really.
first, I'm still young. My friends call me Stanley because it's easier.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't actually hear a word you're saying right now.
It's still
Ah,
quite a bit
I
muffled.
can hear him all right. He's a little
It's
bit
all just
muffled, but
muffled.
it's enough to work out.
I did have to
Mine is
turn
like
it off
my
on Discord a bit.
Mads, if you go onto Discord and right click on Stanley's name, you can turn up the user.
So is
volume.
everyone hearing me clearly?
Thereabouts.
Clear enough.
Yep.
I'm literally just hearing muffled.
So Mads, if you go onto Discord,
It is a bit muffled, but can understand him after turning him up on Discord a little.
I have no idea how to do that. How to do that?
where it's got the alpha
Right-click
group.
on
You go over to his name. You go over to his name under the Alpha Group voice chat. Right click on it, and there will be a user volume.
I not one.
Are you
On
on
the-
on your phone or are you online using Discord?
On my laptop.
Yeah. So over on the left side, where it's got all the channels and stuff,
Yeah.
the voice channel labeled Alpha Group that we're all in. Hover over the DM's name,
Yeah.
right click on it,
Yeah.
and one of the options should be a user volume slider that you can move, or left and right as the case may be, but it increases and decreases with noise.
I have not got that.
Hmm.
Oh god, no. Yeah. Click on it. And I'm not getting anything.
There's no like list of stuff you can do.
No, it just says no. Yep.
Hmm.
Right clicking on the name.
No.
Strange.
Right clicking on the name, yeah.
It's because I'm fucking Chromebook, innit? Shit.
Possibly.
It might have something to do with it.
Gosh darn it.
That's more of a tablet than a real laptop.
Oh.
Oh, you're gonna have to suffer, Mads.
I have something for channel, and there's a bunch of options on here.
So just turn up anything that's volume related.
Oh shit.
You should be
There we
good.
go.
Everyone settled? Any more adjustments or something like that?
Can you hear him now, Tanner?
No.
No, I can
Can
hear
you
you.
hear me now?
We can hear you. It's just I think the sound.
Couldn't understand that one either.
Have you got it on your laptop, Stan, or your phone?
I said, can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you, but it's muffled. That's all.
Okay, at the very least.
I can as well.
Most of us can. There seems to be some issue with Tanner's connection.
Might have to switch to phone. Let me see if it.
something?
I don't know. I think she's dropping out and just going back in again.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, I'll see if it works. Ah, ha, 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 there you go.
Got it. Should have user volume. Just turn him up a bit, as much as you want.
So my phone has it, but my fucking laptop doesn't.
You mean your little pad?
I'm
Okay.
gonna cut you.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm gonna make your character jump off a
Roll
cliff.
for attack.
Please do.
Okay.
Oh,
Ready when you are, DM.
right.
So if everyone's ready, we can begin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Think we're good to go?
Ah, you fuck.
So first of all, I want to talk about some home, let's say home rules, house rules.
Yeah.
I'm using in all of my campaigns. And with the other DMs, we discussed and decided that after we do our first introductional small campaign, we're going to apply the resurrection rules that Matt Mercer uses.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Anyway,
Cool.
I guess you all are familiar with them.
I am.
Yeah, vaguely. I do. I have heard them and sort of seen them being used as well.
I mean, the idea is there's a slight chance you might not come back to life.
Hmm.
Yeah.
just try not to die then.
Keeps things more interesting. Makes death have more consequence.
Yeah, instead of
Yeah.
just I cast
Yeah.
Revivify. Oh, okay, you're back to life now.
Yeah.
Boring.
Okay. Apart from that, I'm using natural 1s and natural 20s on skill checks until we're up to level 8.
Okay.
They are automatic successes and automatic failures. After that, we're dropping that rule.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Also, as you've seen, we are rerolling once on HP.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we all did that.
I think about rules, that's all. So we can actually start.
Sweet.
So, the 3 pairs of you have somehow found their way to the famous Ionin village, located in the northern parts of tal'dorei. Some of you have been in the city for some time, others just came in. And seeing the situation coming around with this strange towns guard they're having, and as they call it, the Shade Watch.
The Shade Watch?
Yep. That's something that Jim would know, actually.
Who of us would know that? Is it all of us or just a few?
That's the name that actually the people of the town has given them.
Okay.
Some of you, if you had deeper interests in that, have discovered that they started up as a mercenaries, not merchants, who protected the city from monster attacks from coming from around.
And
Of
if
course,
possible,
for
could we
money.
get the name of the Can we get the name of the city in text so that we can get the spelling?
What?
Could we get the spelling for the city name as well, please? Thank you.
It's called a Yoran village. That's the irony. It's called village, but it's actually pretty blooming town.
Okay.
And right now, this moment, you've all gathered in one of the taverns, sitting probably on separate tables, in couples. And as you're sitting, just two guys from the Shades would just enter the tavern and go straight to the bartender. You see them conversing something. Some voices are rising and going down. But you see, after 2 or 3 minutes of conversation, he just hand them a pretty big, actually, coin purse, and they're just out of the door. You can see him this bartender who is a male around maybe his late 30s, gray hair, dark skin, starting to bolt, just starting. And he has this thick mustache. And you see him just sweating and cursing behind the bar.
Any way to hear what's being said?
Does he look more annoyed or scared?
More like annoyed.
Okay.
Yeah, you've known him. His name is... wait. Sorry, his name is Sven.
Sorry, say again. Okay.
What's the tavern's name?
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
What's the tavern's name?
The name of the establishment.
I'm typing it.
Okay.
Session 0. Session 0. Check issues and spelling lessons.
So yeah, the tavern is called the Broken Copper. You're just sitting there drinking. You see there's some patrons coming in and out. There are no bars because it's still like early in the afternoon.
Is there anything specific about the two guys that came in with the gold or the coin purse that we would notice?
No, you do recognize them as part of the Shade Watch.
They have like a Shade Watch uniform on, things like that.
Yeah, they do have a uniform. They're wearing, all of them are wearing like leather armors. But the specific thing is, they have it's like a sash, but that's tied around their waist, a red sash.
Okay. Corrigan just keeps just like looking at them, just looking around the tavern at the moment.
So you see
how many
you see Sven
people-
going behind, somewhere back in the kitchen. Coming up in 2 or 3 minutes later with some plates. Just carrying them to the closest table. That they've ordered see some pork with some vegetables. On the table there are sitting 2 dwarves actually, but they're just in the middle of drinking. They're probably 6th or 7th pen.
Can I see
Just
if they're
having a laugh.
Can I see if they're Mountain Hill Dwarf? Can I recognise that or?
Yeah, you can definitely recognize they're mountain dwarfs.
Okay. Can I go to the bar and I'll buy myself a beer and then approach the dwarfs and see if I'm joining in their banter.
Yeah, sure think you can do. As you approach the bar for buying your pen, you see Sven it's like he's spaced out somewhere. Yeah, what do you want?
I'll have a large beer, please. And another.
Give me this 1 second.
Yeah, and another round for those guys down there.
Yeah, he turns around. You see him just. He's like on an autopilot. He's doing things, but his head is somewhere else. You can still hear him cursing from time to time. And he just puts the 3 pence on the bar. Like, here you go. That will be 6.
Okay. As I reach to pull out the 6 copper, I turn to him and say, "You got something on your mind?"
He looks at you. He like he's just inspecting you with his eyes. And he's like, "Wait, you're not from around here, are you?"
No. I'm a traveler.
Oh, everyone here in this city has something on their mind. The stupid idiots that make us pay for protection that they don't even provide. Last night, 3 people died. 3 people.
In this bar?
No, not in the bar. That's nothing, but they're charging us like gold, big sums, gold pieces a month just to protect us from the monsters, and
What
they
kind
do
of
nothing.
what kind of monster? Have you seen it?
They're roaming monsters around, but you can hear him said like it's nothing.
Okay.
Like
Then
he's used to the fact that there are monsters around, but
yeah.
he's still.
Upon hearing the repeated mention of monsters, I'm gonna lean over to Lana and say, "Look after him," and like leave my lion with her, and then sort of just very unsubtly sidle up to the bar and try and like eavesdrop on whatever monster they're talking about.
Oh yeah, I'm
Around the
doing
same
this again.
time, Jin would like to stand up and move closer, but he would like to try and do so without being noticed.
Macalif will
Okay,
confidently
Jin rolls
walk over to the
stealth check.
bar and just like slam his
Alright.
tankard onto the bar and just look in the bartender's direction.
Perfectly average.
One of my better skills.
So yeah,
It's
you
the
do
hat, you
approach without no one not seeing you. And yeah, you can actually, all of you can hear the conversation because he's not trying to be quiet or something like that.
Hello. If you can hear me, I just lost my phone.
Anyone else want to do something?
Yeah, Macalif will confidently walk over to the bar and just firmly place the tankard he's been nursing for the past 3 hours onto the bar.
I didn't hear the last part.
He'll just like firmly place the tankard he's been nursing for the past 3 hours onto the bar.
But as you move to get up, Summer's gonna literally, she's right behind you, following every movement you're making, not letting you move within like 5 feet of her.
Oh yeah, Macalif will completely know.
Mhm.
He's used to that mentality.
I think at this point, Jirax put 2 and 2 together and thinking that they're talking about monsters and those guys just left with a very big bag of money. And sort of think, oh, okay, that's how it works. I just say I killed some monsters, they get some money. So I'm going to go up to the barkeep and say, I'm a bit thirsty, but any chance this can give me a discount? I'm going to point to like a scar on my arm. It looks like a claw mark or something. It's not very impressive at all, and it's a very strange sort of introduction into the conversation, and sort of give him like a very bad wink.
Corridin will spit out half his beer as he hears you point at that scar.
I'm just giving you all the most dirtiest look. Like, I can't believe I'm even in a space with you absolute weaklings.
Lana's just got one hand on the lion's collar and the other hand just covering their face.
You can't see this, it's too embarrassing.
So yeah, the bartender looks at all of you and he's like, None of you is from around here, right? As I can see.
I don't even know where here is.
You see in his eyes this faint glimpse of fate coming. And he's like, hey, you're up for a job.
I look at the death stares being given at me, and I go, "It worked." So, what kind of job?
I look.
You remember the master I mentioned?
Macalif looked behind him as if like the whole conversation wasn't even aimed at him at all.
Do you remember the monster I mentioned?
That's
Yes.
why I'm here.
I'm willing to, let's see, give probably 100 gold pieces for its head.
And I nudge Summer.
Corridin still just sits there drinking the second beer that he had purchased for the other dwarfs, but is now drinking it.
At this point, Jin will speak up and make his presence known as he asks, "Is this an open invitation, or is it an exclusive club?"
I look over my shoulder and like sort of beckon Lana over.
I'll walk up to them, nodding my head quite, yes, gold.
Wait, I need gold.
I am broke. Let's do this.
I mean, it's still less than I'm going to pay to the Shades Watch. If I want them to kill it.
Corridin will look up and go, and he'll stretch out, and he'll be like, "Oh, I suppose you might need a healer, maybe. If you're open to it, I'll tag along."
At that, Jin's going to pull the crossbow off his back and say, "If you need a healer, you're not doing it."
And I'll just say, there are some things a cleric can do, and then there are some things that I can do. Much more than a cleric.
I'm gonna sort of just say, well, you can stand behind me, I suppose. Sort of just probably being the tallest person in the room, sort of just like puff out my chest a bit.
They're like, get in line.
Just out of curiosity, how tall are you?
I wrote down 6'4".
All right, so pretty decently tall for a medium creature.
So
Yeah.
I'd come to about your belly button.
Yeah, I have to like straight look down at you. It's very impolite.
So, it would appear to me that many of you are used to getting involved with the unknown. Me and my sister would like to tag along.
Meddling in the affairs of others only causes trouble.
Yes, but this comes with coin, and sister, we need the coin.
I look at your raven and go, yeah, that we should have them join us.
I'm just gonna sort of notice you look in and just like stare you down.
I'm completely oblivious to you. I just keep an eye towards the raven and say, it's a sign. The gods have said.
Well, your god must be an idiot.
Now, sister, we're not here to tread on other people's faith.
Okay, I'm sort of just gonna like back down. Back down.
And here
I
I
just-
thought it'd be boring working with others.
I think this whole time I'm sort of just like both elbows on the bar, holding my hands underneath my chin, asking the bartender to describe the monster in gory detail.
Well, I have not seen it, but I have seen his victims.
They
I can actually think I can grant you access to steal last body. I'll put on some resources, but I think I can grant you access to see it.
I'm just like very rhythmically nodding my head, like, yep. Mhm.
see the
I
confused
can also give you
look of
the
Makalev.
location of the back.
Where is the dead body kept?
In the morgue.
Any idea how
when-
long ago it was succumbed to the victim of the beast?
Oh, it's the one from yesterday.
Fresh.
Yeah, one of the three from yesterday.
Where was the body found?
I mean, witnesses said it looked like a big dog, but not a wolf because we've seen wolves.
Is it a dire wolf?
No.
Possibly.
Upon hearing that it's a
Witnesses-
beast of some kind,
the-
I immediately start like,
The few villagers that actually saw the beast, said that he had something in its eyes that scared the shit out of them.
I scratch my beard.
Jirak's just getting more and more excited.
Does it? Was there any wounds on it? Do you know of? Like, how bad was it?
Believe me, it's not a wolf.
Well, look, if all you know is that it's not a wolf, and you know of a dead body, then let's see this dead body.
Okay, let me just pull up on favors. Be right back. You see him turn around and yell something that you. Does any of you actually speak Halfling?
Oh, I do.
Halfling, no.
Nope.
I do.
so you hear, hey, come down here, take my place for a second, and see from out of nowhere just a halfling appears, like taking he's carrying with him a little stool that he can step on to be tall enough to actually work behind the bar. And you hear them conversing in halfling. Like, I have to take maybe 10-15 minutes of keep eye on the bar, and you can give those people another beer on me. And he just leaves.
Hey, free beer, guys.
I look at the halfling and say, little man seems to have problems, eh?
Now, Summer, it would
Yeah,
seem we have to play nice for
I
a
was looking
while.
in that.
It seems you forget that I don't
just-
know how to play nice.
I'm gonna take a step away from those two. They clearly don't want to be disturbed.
Jin's actually going to give the tieflings an appraising look, like, perhaps they seem to have caught his interest in some.
I'm just going to turn to Jurak and just be like, I'm not sure about this. Is it wise to be teaming up with other people?
Honestly, I don't mind. I have been itching for a fight since we got here.
I'll give you a fight if you want one.
I like turn around. I've got just the biggest smile on my face. Like, oh, please.
I'll stand there and rub my hands together and say, "Well, if you two want to take it out on each other, I'll make sure it doesn't get too far, and I may heal your wounds."
Perhaps take it outside so we don't piss off.
Should we wait until after we killed the beast?
Sister.
Waiting will
Mrs.
just let
Wise,
the trail grow cold.
As you're conversing and thinking who will fight who, you see this halfling who's already handing you the beers.
I'll take two of them.
This halfling is probably around almost 4 feet tall. He's one of the tall halflings. White bush hair, cleanly shaven, with big thick glasses on his eyes, actually. And he's like, "Here we go, guys. Anything else I can get you?"
perhaps some floor space. It seems that there's a challenge of sorts.
Where is your fighting ring? I assume you have a fighting ring. This would be no proper establishment without a fighting ring.
I agree.
You know that fighting is not, tavern brawls are not legal here. So it's on the other floor under the ground.
Corridor will turn around and slap a gold coin onto the table and say, "You can't have a fight on an empty stomach." And they say, "I'll need some refreshments while I watch what goes on."
Okay, so he goes back to get some food for you. He turns back like in 20 seconds or something like that. That's how long it took him to get the food. And he stops on the bar and he's like, "But you want taxis to the underground floor?"
Yeah.
I've just taken a gold piece off my character sheet. Yeah, so I'll just turn around and say, "Yeah, it seems like we do."
I tear
They
whatever
have to
food there
warn
is
you.
in half and give some of it to Kega.
There's an entrance fee.
How
I'll
much?
just say,
So whoever wants to go down, just leave one gold piece on the bar and I'll show you the way.
I immediately get a gold piece out and put it on the bar.
Sure.
And I'm not even like sat on a stool anymore. I'm sort of just like, hopping left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. On the
I'll
spot.
ask, Corridor asks, "Is there a discount for just a spectator?"
I'm just going to throw my coin on the bar and leg it. I'm running, I'm raring. Let's do this.
19 gold. I'm gonna try and race you. I want to get there first.
Oh.
So,
Wait a minute, one moment. Let me see. I want to try.
I'm guessing everyone is paying, or
Everyone's paid, I believe.
Yep. I've
Yeah.
marked
Jin
gold
is-
off.
Jin is not participating. He's thinks it's a waste of time to pay to fight when you can get paid to fight.
Oh, I don't want to participate. I just
No,
want to watch.
that's an entrance fee to enter the underground level.
You know, Jin's just going to be leaning against the door leaning against the wall by the door to the tavern, waiting for them to finish whatever.
Corridin is going to wait for everyone else to go down before he does.
Is there an entrance fee for animals? Because if so, I'll stay up there.
It's like kids go free.
No, there's no entrance fee on the ring, on the brawl's ring. Sorry, but there's a bit of gambling. So the halfling leads you to a door that you have not previously seen, suspiciously. That leads you down into the underground level of this tavern, and it's filled with life and people buzzing down there. There's probably what?
Oh no, sorry, I was going to say, when Corridin goes in, I want him to shout one gold on the halfling, and then kind of walk around a bit further and say 2 on the half orc. As he's trying to get a little betting ring going.
Oh shit! Wait a minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. I need to do something for this. Where's my intelligence?
That is a good question. Where is your intelligence?
No, it's fine. I don't participate.
Yeah, so as you enter, the place is buzzing with people. I mean, it's pretty busy down there. You manage to find a few seats. And right now, actually, there's a fight in the ring. They're just 2 seemingly young humans who are just smashing the shit out of each other. You hear crowd, yeah.
Macalif will use thaumaturgy and have all the lights in the room flicker and say, "Get out!"
I'm like whispering over to Lana and saying they've just got terrible technique. I mean, look, he hasn't even got his guard up, and I'm just like critiquing their fighting style.
Lan just nods along like she's had this before.
Yeah. It's a daily occurrence.
Corridin's just nudging, saying there's a fight up and coming that it'd be worth betting on.
Does anything happen from me telling everyone to leave?
I just say clear it off.
It seems the room is
Sorry,
ours.
I heard you casting thaumaturgy, but I didn't hear what said.
Oh, I pretty much used the light in my voice to say, "Get out of the ring."
Oh, well.
I'd say at this point I'm going up to anyone I'm fighting really, and basically laying down ground rules, like asking, am I allowed to use weapons? Am I allowed to bring my line into the ring?
Jesus.
Am I allowed to use magic? That sort of thing.
I'd say Corridin just goes, punch her right in the face.
So, as first, As Makalit yells, "Get out!" You see them just jumping, just caught them off guard. And like look scared at you. And one of them goes, "But we have to finish the fight. There are people puppeting." And as he said it, he just ate a punch. As for asking for the rules, so there's a dwarf that's sitting and taking all the bets. So you go to him ask for the rules. And he's like, "Okay, now listen. The rules are simple. Only fists, no armor, no nothing,
Oh.
no weapons, no companions.
Oh no.
Just pure brawl. Go in, give some nickel fists, and get out. That's it.
Nice.
If you can get out."
Shit.
Someone squishy.
Okay, now I haven't. No, I'm not not squishy, but no armor, no weapons. That's like everything I have gone. I've got a lot of health, but other than that, this is out of character question. Can I cast Hunter's Mark without anyone noticing that I've cast Hunter's Mark?
Roll a sleight of hand check.
Fuck's sake.
That one, a giant glowing arrow appears above the target.
Here we go, first roll. Oh, it did it automatically to GM. Yeah, 15.
Oh. And there's no magic in this fight.
Does anyone have a perception over 15?
My perception, no. Passive is 13.
I think
Completely no.
Perception, Mads.
It is 13, I do believe. Yeah.
My 16.
Yeah, but you're not going to say anything. You're friends.
Gosh darn it.
Corridin's still running around, shouting, "Put money on the teeth, 1 gold on the tiefling, 1 gold on the half orc."
Oh, you're already betting on them?
Okay, yeah, cool.
I'm just.
Yeah, you see that
I'm just-
dwarf. Okay, I see. The bets are going in already. Come on, you time, get out. And you see, as he says that, one of the boys that are fighting can just knock out the other with just one straight hit. Everyone roll me an insight check.
Oh.
I assume I'm excluded from that since I'm not in the same room.
Let me get rid of this.
Where am I?
Toggle.
do you want it public or to you?
Oh, yeah, I rolled a 7, but it went to
It's
GM,
public.
I can't find it. What am I doing? Inside.
Insight.
I got 12.
Insight.
Should toggle back to public.
It's not doing it. Billy.
Do you... Can you make it so the D20 goes higher than the plus on there?
Sorry?
Oh.
I'll just put it
Is it not working on your character sheet?
Should add the modifiers if you just click on the.
If you click the word insight on your character
You
sheet,
should just do it.
I've pressed it about 30 times and it's not.
it
not
comes up
doing
as a
it.
small box. It will come up as a small box
Little-
saying input value, and then you do
Nope.
public roll or.
Yeah, look at the screen. It'll say advantage ?
Oh, okay.
And then cancel all of them because you hit it so many times.
Yeah, you'll have loads.
Yes, if something doesn't work, clicking it a bunch more times usually isn't the proper solution,
It's always the solution.
or at least not the best solution.
That's going to do that on every roll that you have, Madison.
I would.
Get off my screen.
I haven't got a token on this, and it's not coming up with anything else.
I haven't seen your token either.
No.
Have you got your character sheet?
Yeah, if you
Shit.
drag the character sheet onto the thing, it should automatically make it pop up.
Oh, are you?
Great.
Are you
So
Gopla?
only
Gopla?
Corden, you
Yeah.
do notice that this guy that just got knocked out, he actually played it out. You're the only one noticing it. He's not knocked out, he's just playing dead.
I roll a 1. I'm completely oblivious.
Oh, me too.
So he's dead.
Yeah, like knocked out. And the crowd goes, whoa! So they drag him out. The other one walks like a winner out of this circle, and the dwarf stares around. So who are they fighting?
I just
I think the tiefling and the half-orc.
yeah, I just bolt straight into the ring and start like doing my stretches, flicking my knuckles, that sort of thing.
I'm literally like legging it straight after you, just slide in. Very ungraceful.
He was actually looking at Mark.
Sorry.
So you both hand.
I'm literally just standing on the outside of the ring. I've done what I've messaged you already. Just we're now waiting for the show to begin.
And how do I change it? Because it says my thing says 2GM. So how do I change it so that it's not?
If you go on the cog or gear, whatever you want to call it, on your character sheet, you can change it to roll. The first thing underneath it should say roll queries, like in the top right.
Yeah, I think Nick did that with you
top
earlier.
left, Matt, it'll say public or to GM. If you click it so it's open public.
Okay, yeah.
Then
Mm.
then that'll do it.
Nice.
So
So when you
Jirak
get to punching,
and Summerlin are inside, right? You've entered the ring. And Dwarf goes like, and for our next fight, we have this pretty ugly half-orc. What's your name?
Jirak. The Indomitable. Sort of like
Jirak the Indomitable! He's yelling like the crowd is going wild. And on the other side we have... Oh, what's her name, girl?
Summer.
He looks a bit surprised. And the other side we have the Orange Summer. The crowd goes even wilder. Now, on the count of 3, start punching. 1, 2, 3. Roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
The fuck?
If
What?
one moment. If what I did took place, GM, the initiative roll for Jirak will be at disadvantage.
Oh, would I notice
that
a
is true.
spell being cast on me?
No.
Like, would I physically
That
feel
is
the
true.
effect of it?
Nope.
Would I have seen Nick cast this spell?
Nope.
Okay.
So roll again, Jirak.
Yep. It was
Still
worth a
win.
try.
While this is going on, Corridin's going to sidle up to Macalith and just put his hand across his chest and say, "Enjoy the show, milady."
Kind of Macalif will just look at his raven and just be like,
That's definitely not going to be the future.
He will bow his head towards the, and then just kind of walk off, hurling more abuse into the crowd.
Okay, and as you're already inside the rig, you roll for initiative so you can start. Actually, Chirac, you're first. The ring is around maybe 20 feet in diameter, so it's not pretty big.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be big. I'm just walking straight up and trying to punch her in the face.
Fucking try me.
Okay, roll attack.
Oh, yes! That's a no.
Oh no!
Oh,
Crit.
What the fuck? Why?
Straight out the back.
So that is... there you go. 6 bludgeoning damage plus double hunter's mark from that.
What the fuck?
get like +6 to
So
your
that's
unarmed
like
strike.
fucking 9 points of damage.
It's +4 strength, +2 proficiency.
That's mad.
Whack!
That's
That is
insane.
Oh
10
shit.
points of damage, and I go, your turn, and like, sort of ready myself.
Fuck you, man.
Um,
I do not seem to take it as an insult.
At this point, am I able to secretly cast it's a cure wounds or healing word? I think it is. I've got.
You can try. It's on verbal, so
Sorry.
do me a performance check as you're trying to mask it.
All right.
In the
Performance. Oh god, this is bad. Performance. A 9.
9. You do actually cast it, but you're trying. Think you probably masked it, but you hear the dwarf that's taking the money for the gambling, for the betting. Oh, hey, you're over there! Stop doing that.
Does she
No more
still?
healing.
Will she still get healed?
Yeah,
by
you
a
still-
Panda, yeah. Okay, here you go.
You still, are able to cast.
Nice.
So you get things back.
I'll look at the dwarf and say, sorry, I didn't want it to be over too soon.
Fuck you. I'm literally just gonna try and Spartan kick him really hard in the chest.
Go for it.
Oh shit, and you're a monk. That's terrible.
Yeah, it's a natural 1, as I see.
I just looked.
So you go ahead. So you go straight for him, trying to kick him straight in the chest. You're angry because he just punched the shit out of you. And as you raise your leg to do a kick, and you just slip on some blood left from the last guy, and just fall straight on your ass in front of him, looking surprised.
I like look over to Lana. You can't hear what I say, but you just see me mouth. Is that a thing?
Am I able to do like a bonus action on this, like in this fight?
Yeah.
And you can still manage to stand because you have to remove.
Sick. Does that mean that I can
As a bonus action, you can do your offhand
Yeah,
attack.
I wanna do spend one of my KI points, my key points, and I'm gonna do flurry of blows.
Go for it.
Boom! I don't know what I'm doing. Let me just look at it first.
Make 2 more attacks.
Yeah, it's just 2 extra unarmed strikes, I think.
It's a what?
Two extra
more,
unarmed
so
strikes.
What you've just done.
I didn't hear any of that.
2 more attacks, unarmed strikes.
2 more attacks.
So do one and then do the other.
Cool. Van.
That's better.
And 2.
Yeah, if you want to click the monk unarmed strike, you want to click the text in the chat and it'll give you damage. You want to hit the text in the chat.
I think they're both just straight hits.
Yeah,
Roll for that.
that's definitely going to hit. Yeah, I have 12 AC without armor on.
What do I roll?
No,
just
if you
click
the text in the chat box where it says monk unarmed strike, it will roll the damage.
Yeah. Just press the word.
Just click it. Click.
I'm clicking it.
Yeah, actually pressing the
In
word
the chat
though.
group, the word.
Yeah.
It will highlight as red. There you go.
Oh, piss off.
No, you're clicking the box on your character sheet.
I don't know what I'm doing.
No,
Oh,
go onto
okay. I know
the
what I'm
group chat.
doing.
That's it.
Well done.
There you go.
There we go.
That's 1.
And again.
And there's 2.
There you
Oh,
go.
Hey,
Jesus.
that damaged me.
Eat shit.
I sort of stumble backwards and go, that's more like it. Do it.
Yeah, that's 14 points of damage.
Eat my fucking shit.
Nice.
Nice little fun dance.
So yeah, as she stands up, she just goes with her 2 fists straight in your head, just bringing your tempo. You instinctively take a few steps back, but you just find your footing back. It's your turn.
Okay, well, actually, seeing that she used or had healing done to her, let me think.
I mean, everyone noticed that.
Yeah. I'm debating whether or not it's fair for me to use real magic as a sort of bit of revenge, even though I'm already using magic.
Corridin's going to be at the moment just banging his shield with his warhammer, and trying to get a little bit of a beat, like a dun 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 dun, trying to get a bit of a beat when coming up, getting in.
So I'd like to. Lana's just going to walk up to the side of the ring just to see anything. Magic happening or anything.
I'm going to sort of feint backwards towards Lana and then go in to try and punch Summer in the face again. It seemed to work very well last time.
They're trying to punch her again.
Go away. Go leave me alone. Stop trying to kill me. Friendly fight.
I just go, no, like this. Whack!
Wow.
And then that's another 2. Oh, actually, I need to make concentration checks to see if I keep up my hunter's mark.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
You're okay.
Yeah, 2 more hunter's marks. So it's 8 plus 6.
So the hunter's mark is also crit.
Yeah, so I roll twice, yeah.
14.
So that will be 6 and 8. 14 points of damage. With
Excuse me,
one
what?
single punch.
I'm really strong. I didn't realise I was this strong.
I don't even know where I'm at right now.
Especially as I'm unarmed and you're fighting a monk.
Yeah, I'm not meant to be using my fists.
He
Corridin's,
just goes to you and hits you straight in the chest. Just lose your breath for a moment. They're like,
and Corridin's going to shout out, "You can do it, jerk!"
I'm just sort of
Yeah.
going to put both my hands up and then
He'll
just
look
sort
and
of
say, "Oh, sorry."
I'm going to put both my hands up and sort of look at him and just be like, truth? Truth?
Corridin sees this and is like, "Finish it off."
No!
how bad does Summer look?
Yeah, I'm about to fucking die.
look almost dead.
I don't want to
I
die.
Her head is busy,
Like,
she's bleeding.
Assess the situation and go, yeah, okay, sure. And immediately
I mean,
go back to my previous
I mean, I'm
stance.
gonna like shake
Like-
your hand because who doesn't like a fight? But then I'm just like gonna hobble off and like lay on the floor. Like I'm just gonna lay on the floor, face down, just stretched out, and just sort of, yeah.
And Macalif will casually walk over to Summer and just stand over her limp body laying down, bleeding. Are you quite done now, sister?
I mean, I wish I wasn't, but I think so.
Okay. Let's go and make
Corrid-
some more friends, shall we?
Corridin will go up to Dirac and slap him on the small of his back because he can't get any higher. And he'll go, "Maybe you, that little tiny scar isn't just show him what you can do in a fight."
Oh yeah, at this point, since I've taken my armor off, you can probably see the rest of the scars, and you see that I'm absolutely like riddled with them. Like it looks like I've been dropped headfirst through a 10 feet deep bramble bush. I'm absolutely like just covered.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, he'll slap you on the back and go, "Ah, my money was always on you."
I heard
I
that.
lack the depth to realize it's a lie.
Okay. Anything else you want to do down here? There actually, after you go out of the ring, there are 2 more people coming in.
Well, I'd
And the
like
dwarf
us-
is announcing.
Corridin will just walk
The next
straight
one.
upstairs.
Short rest and just kind of regather everyone and look around the faces.
Yeah, you can go upstairs for a short rest.
Yeah, that's where Corridin's going to go up there, and as he walks past, he'll just look at Jin and have a nod towards him, and then carry on and sit in the bar.
Are you idiots done yet?
I'm like, as I'm putting my arm back on, so I think that went really well. You know, that was a really good fight.
Yeah, I'm really.
I think I'm dying.
I'll buy you the next drink.
I just had a great time. You know, it's a real bonding experience.
I mean, I had
We're
fun
gonna be
until I
great
almost
friends.
died. It was great, and then I felt all the blood leaving my body. It was not a
I
good
go to
feeling.
high five you, but then realize it's a bit aggressive and sort of just like very low five, very low five.
Just sort of tap me.
Yes.
You lose 1 point of 1 point.
So I'll cast Cure Wounds on you as a sign of good faith.
Hey. Oh, thanks.
Well, it's you know
Great.
it's
I mean,
more
I'm bleeding less now.
more of a gesture out of kindness than anything else.
He heals you for the minimum amount he can, so that he can seem like a good person.
Macalif will sort of command Shade to flutter a little bit and kind of like rest on the dwarf if you can.
What onto
Like
me?
your shoulder, yeah.
As you do that, he'll
I mean, it's a
he'll
big,
get a bit flustered.
It's a big raven.
Probably about as big as
Corridin will get a little bit flustered, and you'll see his cheeks start going a little bit red, and he says, "My queen, you bless me with your presence."
Kind of two
Nerd.
kind of fingers flutter under Macalif's mouth, and the raven kind of nuzzles your the side of your head a little bit.
And you, I don't know, just whoever's really close to Corridin, you can hear him. He'll giggle like a little girl. And then he'll cough and compose himself again, and just gingerly reach up to stroke the breast of the raven.
Allow it.
Are we doing a short rest now?
Yeah.
I think I might need one.
Yes, you're
Sorry
doing
about that. I didn't mean to correct 2 times in a row.
Okay.
So, as you're doing a 5-minute break for bathroom or something like that, if someone smokes or a cigarette, and then we can continue after that.
Cool.
All right. See everyone in 5.
Yeah, see you in a minute.
5 minutes. Just a 5-minute break.
Okay.
Meanwhile, if anyone knows how Roll20 works and would like to help, that would be very much appreciated.
I've got like 600 hours booked. Yeah.
How do I get anything?
Right, you need
Not
a token, don't you?
Yeah, I've got a anonymous sign that's kind of throwing me back to MSN.
Yeah. Yeah. So, do you have an image on your computer that you like to use?
On my computer, yeah.
Yeah. And have you created it into a token form like the rest of us have?
In what? Sorry.
In a token form. So like we've all got these weird.
Yeah.
You've got one looking like that, yeah.
Kitten. Out.
Not yet.
No.
Okay.
All right. I'll send you a link. It's very easy to use. So link is now in Discord.
Cool.
I would have probably advised, as we've all got the same shape, to keep to the same shape.
Yeah.
Once you've saved that and downloaded it to your desktop, then you should be able to then just upload it to your character sheet if you click edit. You can resize and adjust it as you want. Matt, how have you got 2 hit points back? Oh, mind you, aren't we re-rolling?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, to be quite honest.
I think you can re-roll that one, so I'd say roll your hit dice again, and you should be able to regain a bit more health.
Hey.
That's better. So on your sheet, Madison, because I don't think
Yeah.
you're tracking it as you think you might be tracking it, where it says current hit points, every time you take damage, you need to reduce that number by how much damage you take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what I'm fucking doing.
Your hit dice is how much you can add. It's like your healing pool.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Goddamn rookie.
I'm sorry. Okay.
It's okay, I'm just luring Corridon into a false sense of security.
Ow.
Macalif will take the time to look at his blade.
Yeah, I figured whatever the pit fight was going to be, it would not be very well attuned to a crossbow wield. So that's one of the big reasons why I decided to sit out. And I'm glad I did, because strength is
I'm back. That was interesting.
My character cheat sheet doesn't seem to be on here.
Al, would you like to send it? What, you haven't got access to your own character sheet?
Not on Roll20. I've got it up on a separate sheet,
But you are got planner, aren't you?
Yeah.
I've got your character sheet for some reason.
Possibly why I can't do anything.
Do you want to tag your token into Discord, and I'll at least move the token into there, and then when Stanley's back, we can request you access.
Nick, why is it every time Maddie has played, she tries to start a fight?
Because I'm a violent little person.
The first time we played this, she was playing a tiefling, and I was a draconic warrior, and she tried to punch me in the face, and it didn't go down well.
She did punch you in the face, just not very hard.
Yeah.
And then I tried to hand you a leaflet, so you know.
Yeah, she went round.
She was a player.
Yeah, every person she killed, she put, or like we killed as a group, she'd put a calling card was her pamphlet on the god's pamphlet on her body.
Oh yeah, Goblina, you need to roll your hit dice as well, I think. Or did you do that already?
I've done it already.
What's your max hit points?
23.
23. There you go, I edited that for you as well. You've
Thank
still
you.
got your personality traits, your ideals, and your bonds and so on to input there. I've got
What's
a few little
people's
bits to put in for you.
Why is my computer so bad?
What's the most everyone's hit points then?
About 22 for me.
I'm 32.
34.
Jeez.
Okay.
24 for me.
I'm only on 22.
Yeah, but you two guys are the tanks then.
Yeah. No, it's just so I can have a rough idea of if someone takes a bit of damage, I know who to heal.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
I'm back.
I'm super squishy.
Okay, back.
Again, I'm a ranged character, so
Yeah,
low hit
Yeah.
points aren't as much.
I got some nice range spells I can't wait to use.
I can't wait to use inflict wounds when I hit someone.
Is everyone back?
I
Yep.
believe so. Just quickly, you need to give Ellie her character sheet because she hasn't got access to her character sheet.
I might see if my mate can toe a D20 on me tomorrow. Well, I'm getting towed anyway, so I might just say, look, just quickly do this.
What you getting?
I'm getting Itachi tattooed on me from Naruto.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is. I've just put it on the group. This is what I'm getting done.
Ooh.
The only problem is, I think I'll get it on the back of my thigh or the back of my calf because I've got very little space.
A little space left.
Yeah, there's not much room left.
I just started.
Oh, it's addictive.
I can't bloody my upload quota is exceeded, so I can't upload it. But if you get access, then you'll be able to do it.
Awesome.
If the DM's sorted it for you.
So if everyone's ready, we can continue.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
Goplana's just waiting for access to a character sheet.
Oh, you want access to someone's sheet?
Ellie hasn't got access to her character sheet, so you need to allow permission for her to use it.
Sorry, here we go.
Thank you. Aha.
So by the time you finished your short rest, Sven is back. He sees you gathered probably at the same table. And comes straight to you sitting. He's like, okay, and we have to go in like 15 minutes. There'll be a window where we can enter the morgue. We have only 10 minutes inside, so you have to be quick.
Okay. Corgrin picks up his hammer and shield and says, "Lead the way."
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Get Pega ready, and we just
Everyone's following, or just the
Awesome.
cleric?
I'm ready.
Sure. So you walk through the city. Maybe a few blocks away, you see this strangely big building. You can tell it apart from the others, not just by size, but also by architecture. It has 3 or 4 stories, floors, and it's pretty massive. By the time you go to the main entrance, you see that it's this hospital on top. You've never heard of a hospital, what they do there. You have no idea what this is. But you know there's some morgue somewhere there. So he leads you straight in. He just says hi to someone that's sitting on the in front of the door. Goes in. He turns left, then he turns right, maybe 30 feet later, and find yourself on a staircase going down. The moment you start going down on this staircase, the smell of rotting bodies hits your nose. You see this big room that has right now it has 4 beds in it, and 3 of the beds are occupied. But whoever is lying in there is covered with a sheet.
I'll approach one of the bodies.
Okay. Yeah, Sun will go like those are the 3 victims from yesterday.
Okay.
So you're approaching one of them.
Yeah. Let's pull back the sheet and can I inspect the wounds?
You see, when you pull back the sheet, you see this young woman, probably around her 18s. Not something special, probably peasants from around here. Brown hair, brown eyes, because her eyes are open actually. And as you pull the sheet further down, you see that her stomach is just torn apart. Make a medicine check.
Okay.
As a blood hunter, I'm specifically trained to fight fae, fiends, and undead. Can I make a check to see if these type of wounds line up with anything I know about those type of creatures?
I rolled a 20
With
as well.
index.
Sorry, what was that?
Yeah, so let me just finish with him. So you, on further inspection with the body, you see her guts are missing. They're torn from her. Although the wounds are actually bite wounds. Roll me a nature check also.
Nature. Wait a sec. Try and do this on a phone. 11.
Yeah, you're pretty sure the bite marks are not from a wolf or a dire wolf. I mean, the jaws are too small for a dire wolf, and probably a little bit too big for a normal wolf. Also, the ordering of the teeth is it's something kind of different.
Okay.
You can assume that it is not a beast, probably. It's not a natural thing.
You said some of her organs are missing.
Yeah, most of her organs are missing.
Okay.
I mean, the heart and the lungs are still there.
Do the other bodies in the other beds, do their wounds sort of match up? Are they similar?
As you uncover the other bodies, actually, the wounds are also bite wounds, and they're the same. He can just find the marks; they're the same marks. But one of the second body, though it's a male around his late 40s. He strikes some kind of resemblance with the girl, so probably he's her father. You can gather that. But his wounds, he's missing one of his arms actually. One of his arms has been bitten off. And
Okay.
the third body is a dwarven body. A male dwarf with black hair, dark skin. And you see his whole lower body is missing.
Okay. Jin, you said you wanted to do something?
Yes. One of my class features is Hunter's Bane, which it helps me recall information in regards to Fae, Fiends, and Undead. I was wondering if I could take that training to see if these wounds match up with anything.
Undead and what else you said? You said undead and what was
Sorry,
it?
can you repeat that?
Fiends? I'll just open the character sheet.
Sorry, you cut out there for a moment for me. Can you repeat that?
I think he's just looking over.
Yeah, I did not hear apart from undead what else it is. So Fae, Fiends, and undead. Make an intelligence religion check with advantage.
Alright. That's an 18.
Yep. So as you inspect the wounds further, you see the bite marks and it immediately hits you. All the peasants are right. This is not a normal dog or wolf. Those are the bite marks of a hellhound.
And Jin will look these over and then say to the group, "This isn't these weren't caused by a natural beast. These look like probably came from a hell."
Macliffe will kind of put his hand across Summer's chest and kind of step back a little bit.
I'm going to spend this time to see if I can, or not I, but if Hager can pick up the scent of this hellhound, because she's got a good sense of smell. So I'm hoping she might be able to, like, later follow the trail, or follow the scent or something.
To smell the hellhound for the dead bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a perception check for it with disadvantage because of this heavy smell of rotting flesh.
I get advantage on smell checks, so will it be a straight roll?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Oh,
What disadvantage?
So you see this lion just sniffing around, and he immediately goes to the stairs. He's rushing out.
Yeah. Are we waiting for anything?
Follow it.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll go straight after him.
So you go running after the lion.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like we've got no choice but to follow, sister.
Corridon hitches up his chainmail shirt and that, and kind of starts running after them.
We'll follow, but we'll follow at the back of the party.
Yeah. Yeah.
As the group runs, Jin is going to take the heavy crossbow off his back and knock a bolt so that it's ready for use when we do catch up with this.
I'm hearing you pretty bad, actually. Only Eugene.
He said he was going to notch a crossbow bolt.
Testing, how about now?
I can hear you, Jin.
Okay.
I just unplugged and replugged my headset, so hopefully that fixed the problem. Basically, I just said that Jin was ready to use heavy crossbow, or when we caught up with this thing.
Yeah. Okay, got it. So you start pushing after this mountain lion, running through the city. He's not running at his full speed because he sees that the dwarf cannot keep up.
So Macalef will shift his fingers off, and Shade, his raven, will fly up into the sky and see a more aerial view of what may be ahead. Just so we don't lose sight, or we kind of see what is ahead of us in a way. The expected claw, if there's any damage, any danger, then he'll sort of shriek.
Okay. So you chase after the lion to the city. It's leading you left, right through the blast, just passing by all the scared peasants who see a running lion and just shoot themselves.
I'm going,
And
sorry,
next-
sorry, as I chase after him.
What?
I'm apologizing to everyone who gets scared.
Okay. So he leads you outside of the city, and when you get outside, make another.
I would have said that's another perception.
I would have thought.
If it's still if it's a regular roll, it's not too great. But if it's to do with smell, then I have advantage.
No, it's the smell of the dead bodies is gone, so
Okay, cool.
it's okay. So it's an 18.
Nice.
Yeah, Kega continues to lead you through. And maybe an hour later, this whole journey has been like an hour. She approaches consciously through the trees when you hear the raven go, "Ah!"
Corridin's
Just
catching
quick.
his breath by a tree.
Macalith will kind of stop by a tree and place his hand across Summer, and he'll try to kind of see his head like twitch backwards and his eyes kind of roll in the back of his eyes, and I kind of want to now vision what Shade can see if possible.
Okay, so you see this. Show it to you.
At the sign that we might be getting close, Jin is going to take the opportunity to cut his palm with one of his crossbow bolts and activate his.
So that's what I can see. Okay.
What can you see?
There's a creature ahead. Seems to be alone.
So the moment you see this creature, you immediately recognize it as a hellhound. It's eating on something right now. You're not sure, maybe it's the lower half of the dwarf.
Seems to be distracted. Perhaps we should act fast, but cautiously.
I'm just going to turn to Mac and just say, we're going to get all these people killed, aren't we?
Relax, sister. It's only one.
There could be more hiding.
We don't know that. We've lasted this long.
You can't have found us now.
It's only a matter of time, but perhaps this is nothing. Just a glitch.
We can only hope.
Am I within this?
I'm gonna
So we
creep
see
forward
it,
in Hunter's Market.
Yeah,
Just-
we see it as of now. Then
Yeah,
we'll-
this is what you see.
Yeah, well, instantly while it's eating, I'd like to try and throw an Eldritch Blast at it if I can.
Okay, so roll initiative. You get a surprise round.
Oh, wait, 1 moment. Have you got our tokens there? Let me try that again.
Ooh, that was terrible.
Oh, God damn it.
Madison, if you click on your token,
My screen is blank. I can't see anything.
I'll zoom out and you'll see a big white area.
Yeah, it's a small chunk of the map that's revealed right now. So.
What one zoom out? Oh, God.
I suggest 30%.
There we go. Okay.
You got it?
Just zoom in a little bit more. Okay, what am I doing?
If you click on your token,
Yeah.
then I think I set yours up. You might have like a little button at the top left-hand side that says initiative.
I don't have anything that says
No,
anything.
alright, don't
I
worry,
just have
that's fine.
numbers.
Just click and open your character sheet and hit the initiative.
Initiative. Oh, hello.
Oh, I haven't got turn order show up.
Oh, God damn it. I pressed it, but it hasn't come up.
That's alright, it's fine.
Oh well, me and Jin are pretty low.
You've got 19.18 summer, so you're good.
Oh, okay.
I've got 18.14 was my first roll there, DM.
I got 5.
What's in those 0.14, 0.16?
That's the tiebreaker. It's basically adds your dexterity score as a decimal so that it breaks ties between people with different dexterity.
Oh, okay.
That way you don't have people just sitting on the same number and trying to decide who goes first. Occasionally you'll have people with the same initiative tie, and then you still have to do that, but it's much less common. Like Corden only has a +1 to his initiative, whereas I had a +3 before the tiebreaker, so my tiebreaker would be higher than his.
So the question is, who goes first?
Well, we'll find out for the
Give me a second.
Hellhound.
I'm sure he's got some stuff he has to roll initiative for us, even though we're getting the surprise round.
So, first goes Summer.
Hey. Oh.
Oh, this is the fun bit because I've got a black screen.
Oh, yeah, you need to. Hold on. Colin, I'll snip it for you.
Yeah.
So how far away is it?
You can measure if you use the
Little ruler on
measuring
the
rule,
left-hand
yeah.
side.
Is 65 feet away from you.
Oh. I'm gonna like try and
Yeah, it's pretty far from you.
towards it to try and get closer so that I can attack it.
All right, cool.
Yeah, you can certainly try.
So
If you can keep me posted, Nick.
Yeah. When we start moving stuff, if you.
we're gonna have to
Yeah,
use
cheers.
stealth roll. Oh.
Very nice.
It's sneaky.
Where are you going to, Matt?
I'm not gonna try and go behind the trees over that way. How do I move my thing?
Just click on your token.
Click and drag.
Oh, I didn't move.
Click on it and use your arrow keys. It might be easier.
Oh, piss off.
Matt is.
Aha.
Sorry, I had to move to the next room.
I can't even. Oh, I'm gonna punch someone in a minute.
So, have you decided what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm like sneaking.
Where are you
Sneaky.
sneaking to?
I'm trying to do it so that I can fit the screen in and try and move my person because it's just being fucking difficult.
Oh, that's a pretty good stealth check.
Hell yeah. Sort of hide over here.
Your screen come across a bit more.
I'm trying. There you go.
There you go.
Where's she going? To the north for the trees?
Sorry, Nick, can you do an initiative table? I'm not good with this roll 20.
Sorry.
There should be an initiative tracker on the
Yes.
tool
So
set for the DM.
on the left hand side, on the left hand side, you've got the dice and you've got the ruler. You should have like a little clock.
Yep.
If you click on that, it will open up the turn order, and then there'll be a little cog. That's it. There'll be a little cog at the top. If you click the cog, it'll give you some options, and then if you run it from descending, and then it should put everyone in order, and then you just click the arrow to the next turn when it's someone else's turn. That's it. Nice and easy.
Oh, and
Unfortunately,
if you
not
right click
everyone is
on
on
the
there.
Hellhound and click Add Turn, then
It's an initiative of 9, so it's, yeah.
Okay. Right, Kega is
Maclith is not on there either.
Yeah, I am.
The 18.14, I don't
sorry,
see one on.
I'll change that.
Yeah,
So my first roll was 18.14, so it's right. I can.
Oh, it's gone. Yeah, 14.4. That's why.
And then just shift me up one if you can, please. You can just drag and drop the tokens on the turn order into the order you want them in, if you want.
Right. 54.
And Corridon is not on there either.
But Harthick is going stealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cordin, you need to add. If you hit
I can't.
if you hit your initiative again, Cordin, when you select your token.
Yeah. I can't select my token, no, can I?
Why?
I can't see my token right now. I got a 5, so I know that I'm after Jin.
You're last. That's fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
I need to roll one as well. Sorry. Something came in.
Oh, yeah, Ellie wasn't on there either.
Yeah.
And for future reference, Ellie, make sure you have your token selected when you roll it. That way it'll automatically add it to the.
Aha! There we go.
Yeah.
I think it actually gave you an initiative little macro in the corner of the screen as well.
Now, please look. Oh, there we are.
Yeah, that's it. Then just edit it for your original initiative roll score, which if you click on the number 19, it should allow you to edit.
Oh, it's not. I think it's 10 then.
There you go.
I'll get a hang of this.
Her initiative needs to be changed.
Who's clicking?
Me, sorry.
That's pure frustration.
Yeah, I'll just need to be added there, but it's just 5 for me for initiative.
If you click on the turn order window and click on the number represents your initiative, you can edit the number yourself.
I'm not on the actual turn order though.
Oh, well then the DM just needs to add you to it.
Yeah.
DM on any token, you can right click and there will be an add turn at the very top of the option.
Yeah.
There's an add turn on the top of the options.
Yeah, if you click on right click on the token, and it will come up with like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right at the very top it'll say add to turn order.
You may also need to change Ellie's number since she seems to be having technical difficulties.
It's not going well.
I think we're all still a bit raw on this, other than Nick and Molchos or Jin.
We've had a lot of experience on Roll20.
Oh,
Yeah. I've been playing my last campaign on Tabletop Simulator, so yeah, that's it. Lovely.
Yeah, just need to change Ellie's 19 to her original roll, which was an 8.
8.
Ooh.
Oh, found out how to do it. There we go.
Yay! And then just drag drop into the order you want it in, or you can just descend again.
Yay.
So,
Awesome.
So
I believe it's Matt's turn.
yeah, it is my turn. So for my bonus action, I will cast Hex on the Beast, and I will use my Eldritch Blast and fire my Eldritch Blast at it.
That's got to be a hit.
Does an 18 hit?
So yeah, the 18 does hit.
Okay.
Roll damage for the Eldritch Blast.
So that's
Nice.
13 force and 5 necrotic, and the hex will be for dexterity.
Disadvantage on dexterity.
Yep. Only checks though, it's not on saves, unfortunately.
Mm.
Yeah, no. Okay, removing it all.
Are you moving, Macaulay?
Yes, I will move. Say there.
Okay, that brings us to Kega.
Right. This is probably not a good idea. 50-foot movement is. Yeah, why not? Okay. Kega is just going to run the whole way over. And just make a regular attack without proning, because I realised that everyone's going to be using ranged attacks for a little while, so that will be a bit annoying.
Hero.
Quick question. Since this is a surprise round, would we have advantage on our attack rolls?
I think the first one would.
Dare I see what the DM says?
Where does he get the advantage? I'm sure she doesn't have advantage.
ADM.
Hey,
Right, 9's not going to hit. Yeah, right, so
Yeah, do we get the advantage or?
for what?
Since it's a surprise round?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
So 24 hits.
So
it's
yeah,
a crit as well.
I've literally done nothing but crit. Feels a bit unfair.
I'd take every chance you get.
All right, 8+5, but I don't think my Hunter's Mark applies to damage from.
By your pet, no. And you still haven't casted your hunter.
Oh, I thought I did before combat started. Oh yeah, because that would be the same time as you cast Hex. Okay, cool. I will do that on my turn now then. So, 1, 2, 3. Screw up this way. Cast Hunter's Mark as a bonus action, and then take a shot with my short bow. This isn't a beast, is it? It's a fiend.
I believe so.
Yeah. 12.
A 12 is a miss. Your arrow just flies over this hellish thing.
Okay, I look worried, realizing that Kega is sort of stranded by himself, and then yeah, my turn.
Which led us to Guplena's turns.
Okay. Can I move? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Go back up. There. How do you get the thing that tells you how far away you are?
It's the fourth icon down on the stuff in the top left.
Oh,
there you go.
Right, okay.
Or you just ask for somebody to do it for you.
Oh, right, okay. Okay. I'd like to move to about by there, just under the trees, so I can dart behind if I need to. And can I cast? How far away is it? Oh, it's still too far away. Can I just hold my? Can I get Thorn Whip ready and just hold it so close to me I can just attack?
You can hold a spell, but if you do not cast it the next round, it's gone.
That's fine. It's a cantrip.
Okay, so you're holding a spell. What spell are you holding?
Yeah, I'm holding Thorn Whip. Just so if it comes anywhere within 30 feet of me, I can just cast it.
Okay. So that ends your... Jin.
Alright. Jim's gonna move over here. Then he's going to gesture with his still bloody hand and use Blood Curse of the Marked on them.
Use...
And I'm going to amplify it just in case. So I take damage to myself. Oof, max damage. And that's my bonus action, so for my action, I will take a shot at him.
Okay, go.
I'm guessing that hits.
Yeah, that definitely...
2d6 badass damage. Nice.
So 15 piercing damage and 7 lightning damage to it.
Nah.
And that's it for me. I think that's enough.
Which leads us to our cleric.
Okay. All right. Having a look. Can I move? I can move 25 feet. So if I can move, I'm just looking at a picture that Nick sent me. So diagonally to the left, between where Makalith and Jirak are, and I will cast. I cast Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action. I'll just cast that now.
Oh.
This is a 7. So that obviously will miss its attack with that.
We're still in the surprise round, so you would have a game.
Oh, would it be an advantage?
You're the last person in the surprise round.
All right, so I'll do it again.
I don't think it helps though.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah, that's a miss. That's with that's my bonus action though, isn't it? The spiritual weapon attacks on first
Yeah.
cast.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that, I will then attack using my light crossbow. This isn't with advantage though. This one, is it?
It's still practically still the surprise.
Okay. 21.
That'll
Okay. I'll do 6 piercing.
Jin's just going to glance over at that and then say, leave it to the profession.
I'll turn back round and say, I'm better with this warhammer than I am a crossbow.
I sure hope so.
Also, my spirit weapon is a warhammer.
We already did the drawing of the sword.
Oh, well, we can imagine it. I can't see it, so in my head it's a warhammer.
It's truly magnificent.
So we're going back to top of initiative. That will
Right, I'm gonna like carry on sneaking over, come over here. I don't know. I'm gonna try and use a dart. I don't know. Yeah, one of my darts. Because I'm in stealth, does that mean that I get like advantage?
yeah.
Nice.
Just a quick question, Nick. That is meant to be drawn next to the hellhound. That's where I'm meant to be sat, I think. But obviously you can't move my character.
I'm guessing that hit.
Well, practically it's out of your lower range, so it will be just straight roll.
Oh.
So it's a 20.
You got 22 anyway, yeah.
Yeah, it was the first roll, so. Yeah, this is why I like the heavy crossbow. It's short range to 100 feet.
You only get one of those attacks, I think. Are you moving?
I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Does that hit? Or no?
You only get one dart attack, don't you?
Yeah, but they said it was a straight, so
No, that's fine. You hit. You did the 6
okay.
damage, so no, it's your bonus and your movement.
Technically, she can throw a dart with her offhand. They are considered light weapons.
You can't just switch off. What do you want me to do?
Oh.
Well,
yeah, I'm
she
done.
can
Like
make
it's already
one
moved.
dart.
And
So yeah, that hit. And we're moving to. The thing is still standing.
Sure. How bad does it look?
It looks pretty hot.
Okay. I use the rest of my movement to run up, and I'll swing my sword. .22 hit.
Yeah, that.
Is it still standing?
Strangely,
1 minute, because you still got the hex damage as well. 1d6.
it is still.
Cat versus dog.
That's my turn.
Okay, so as you finish slashing at the beast, you actually see a figure emerging from the woods. A figure you recognize immediately. Just a one-bearded devil that you've seen. And you know him, and you just remember slaughtering him. But he's coming. He looks a bit paler. Everyone else actually see a humanoid figure coming from the woods. Jin, you immediately recognize him as an undead. And with him there is another
Another what, sorry?
another hellhound.
Guess the party's getting into full swing.
Yeah, look, if we're gonna get into more fights, I'm sorry it's a bit late.
So
for
yeah,
us.
we can leave it for next section. To start right here,
Okay, cool.
as this figure emerges from the woods. And actually, the first hellhound is at 1 HP.
Anything higher on the hex damage would have killed it.
Yep.
Alright, well, yeah, sorry, it's a bit late for me, so I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, that's alright.
Yeah, it's a bit late for everyone, I think.
I'm just happy I rolled so well on my first snipe with Jin. It was only
Sorry.
5 points. It was only 5 points shy of max damage.
Sorry it took me so long today to come in, but next time it will.
Much appreciated for the session, at least.
Hmm.
We'll get the hang of it once everything's sort of in motion.
Yeah, I didn't have time to look at the laptops, the old laptop today, so I will next time and see how it goes.
Question, DM? This was probably already mentioned at some point, and I'm just forgetting, but are we doing XP or milestone?
We're